Hey, welcome everybody. It's right a couple minutes after the hour here. It is 12:02 here in Scottsdale, Arizona. So welcome for wherever you are across the country, across the world. We got some people internationally also. So to start out, I'd just like you to get familiar with the chat. So it looks like we've got already 40, 48, 49, 50. Boy, it's logging in how many people are on the line already. So you can see a chat area to the right. So I'd like for you to click on that and tell us where you're from, where you're calling from. And yeah, how about tell us the weather, how it is. I think it's going to be 107 or 8 here today in Scottsdale, Arizona. So we're thrilled about being inside. We're so appreciative of having air conditioning. So yeah, if you can get over to the side and chat in, we want to hear your comments and questions, and we want this to be an interactive experience for you. So, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, all right, Debbie, Des Moines, Iowa, Annapolis, Maryland, Arkansas, Illinois, Mississippi, it's hot. All right, Mississippi and Scottsdale are going to have a contest of how hot it is, all right? Kansas, Wisconsin. Oh, great. Awesome. Beth, Debbie from South Carolina. Oh, Brenda, thanks for joining us from Gainesville, Florida. That is just awesome. Kim from Pennsylvania, it's hot, but not 100. Okay. Great. Oh, wow. This is great. Thank you for chatting in. Rita from Tell City, Indiana. I wonder if you have to tell everything that happens in Tell City. I don't know. All right. Well, thank you for chiming in. If you have questions or anything, you got your chat bar to the side. Roberta just said it is 92 degrees in Macon, Missouri. Susan Dietz, wow, hello from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Wow, Lenny's birthplace. So how can we just not say July 29th is Lenny's 18th birthday? And we are so excited about celebrating his 18th birthday. And, we're going to talk today about how you can launch a successful Shed Workplace Negativity Day. And you say, well, why are we going to do this? Well, because Lenny said he had one wish for his 18th birthday, and that was that people shed negativity. So I said, Lenny, you got your wish. Absolutely. We will throw out a global Shed Workplace Negativity Challenge, and we will have humans from all over the world gather and get their workplaces excited about shedding negativity. So let's talk about that. Shed Negativity Day is going to be on July 29th. And I'm trying to get our PowerPoints to come up here. So let me see if we can get it going again. Okay, resume slideshow. Here we go. Where is Lenny? Yes, Lenny is actually here with me. He loves humans, and he actually is getting excited about his birthday. What is it now? Less than 3 weeks? So let's talk about you and how to launch a successful Workplace Negativity Day. First of all, is attend a webinar. And congratulations, you've already succeeded in the first step. So we're excited about you being on the webinar today. The second is, and our forward button doesn't seem to be going well, so let's see if we can get it going. The second is to go to keepshedding.com July 29th under the download page, and we have thought about everything. We've got a whole package of tools, an easy implementable checklist of how you can have a successful day. So you want to download some of the articles, the 10 ways you can shed workplace negativity without really trying, your Pledge to Shed certificate, your guidelines and team sign-up sheets, 10 reasons to declare Shed Workplace Negativity Day, a roadmap, and we've got the whole checklist all the way down of what you need to do a few weeks, the week before, the day of, after, and then we've got a Pledge to Shed poster. So here's the article, and I know a lot of you have downloaded this article already, 10 ways that you can shed workplace negativity. But if you haven't, that's one of the things you want to download after this, because this is the way that you're going to engage people at your workplace to do it. These are easy ways. So we're going to talk about those in a few minutes, but here's the article. Here's an example of the Take the Shed challenge. It's a pledge to shed negativity, and it's actually a certificate. And so we're encouraging everybody to download this from keepshedding.com/challenge and to sign it, and then take a picture of it and then post it somewhere in their work area, or if they want to have it at home too, but post it somewhere, and of course take a picture and post it on Facebook and share it with the world, and tag Shedding Revolution too. The next document is Shed Workplace Negativity Guidelines. And you know, it's interesting. We got a whole sheet full of stats, but the average person complains 15 to 30 times a day every day. And on Monday, people shed 34 minutes. So they shed more than any other time of the week. So this is some guidelines that you can go over to see how to run the day. You'll have your I'm allergic to negativity wristbands on, and if somebody is being negative, you want to tell them to shed up. That is to shed their negative attitude and have their positive attitude up. So here's one of the I'm allergic to negativity wristbands. On the back of that, you have a declaration page. So you want everybody on your team to sign this. By signing this, I pledge to do my part to create and maintain a positive, healthy work environment. And so they'll publicly declare that. And then you want to post this somewhere in your work area. The next document is just why not shed workplace negativity now. And it gives you stats, multiple stats, just overwhelming stats. And the number one thing I would do is, after you download everything, take this to your boss. Take this to your coworkers. Talk about it, because after you read the stats of what's happening in this world with negativity, how much it's costing us physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, you just can't not say, I've got to be a part of this. And the bottom part is a Mayo Clinic shed success story that I'll share with you in just a few minutes, but a very, very powerful way about how Mayo Clinic stomped negativity out of their workplace. Your next guide is a roadmap. So it'll tell you exactly what to do 2 to 4 weeks before the event, which is right now, what to do 1 week or before, which I would look at, what to do the day of the event, and then what to do after the event. So let's walk through a few of those things right now. The first is you want to get buy-in. You want to share the data. You want to share the 10 reasons to declare Shed Workplace Negativity Day with your boss, with your coworkers, people at your church, friends, your family, everybody, and really look at what it's doing to our workplaces, what it's doing to our minds, what it's doing to our physical body. It actually attacks the immune system and makes it weaker. The next, after you get the buy-in and people say, yes, we're going to sign up for Shed Workplace Negativity, we're on. Then you want to choose some Shed ambassadors. And you want to choose a Shed ambassador as somebody who will carry the message and get other people excited about Shed Workplace Negativity Day. Now, I'm going to share with you, we had, and it doesn't look like it's coming up on the screen, we had some pictures of green t-shirts that said Shed Ambassador on the back that St. John's Episcopal Hospital had made up, and they got everybody excited about the day. You want to sit down and talk to the Shed ambassadors about what can we do and get them excited. And you want to have them from different areas of your workplace. So if you can have one for each area, that's always great to get them together. Second is you want to purchase reinforcements. And you want to order the resource, the Shed packages that we've included. We've got, again, I'm allergic to negativity wristbands. We've got Shed pills, which are fun, you know, they're for the negative attitudes, toxic people, and resistance to change. We have these little cards that people can actually put in their wallet. They can sign to say they're going to shed negativity that day. So go to keepshedding.com/products and take a look at the different packages. We have them all the way if you have a small workplace to 12 people, all the way up to really giving us a call if you have thousands of people, like some of the organizations have that we can work with you on that. Here is the Shed Revolution card. So on the front, you've got the 3 R's of shedding, release, reframe, refocus, and then on the back, you have actually the action plan that people can check the pledge to shed and put it in their wallets to remind them. Now, here's an actual bonus. I'm excited about this. By you just signing up and getting some of the product resources and celebrating this day with us, you can not only help yourself, but you can help a kid. My husband, Ron, died 3 years ago, and he was not a nag or relentless, but he was about one thing, and that was, Kathy, you got to write a kid's book on shedding. You got to help them shed. And so here he was in his hospice bed, and he's like, Kathy, please. And I'm saying, okay, Ron, I will. How can I not? So I wrote the kids' survival guide book, the Dealing with Hurt, and we're actually going to launch the Shedding Revolution for Kids next month. And so we're excited about that. So you just being involved and getting some of these reinforcements will help a kid. We're going to do it all the way up to 10,000 wristbands that are sold. We're going to give $1 to the Shedding Revolution for Kids. The next is have a staff committee meeting. You want to review the guidelines. You want to encourage people to wear green for the day. And if you work in an organization that has a certain kind of uniform, just having the I'm allergic to negativity bracelets will be having green on. But get creative. I mean, have a party. Think about all the things you could do to get people excited, not only during the day, but up until the day. You want to build the momentum and build the curiosity. And at the end of this webinar, I'm going to share with you some examples of some of the organizations have just been amazing, some pictures of what they have done. You might bring green food or celebration-led Lenny birthday cake. Now here is actually a birthday cake of Lenny, and we're actually having one of these made up just like this that's 2 feet large. So get creative and talk to your bakery or your area in your part of the world. So what can they do that's really creative? We got real big Lenny balloons that are getting blown up 3 foot high. So all kinds of fun things. We'd like you to post your pictures on the internet. And post them on your internal intranet, your Facebook page for your company, and then tag Shedding Revolution Facebook page, which if you haven't joined or liked after this, go and join and like. And we're going to be giving away random prizes for the pictures or comments that are placed on that page. So the more you put on, the more eligible you'll be able to win some really, really cool prizes. Here's an example of someone who has taken the Shed Pledge to pledge negativity that day, and she's got her picture taken, and I was actually with her just recently, so she posted that. Now, we're talking about July 29th, which is Lenny's birthday, but what in the world happens July 30th? Well, it doesn't start, it's just not 24 hours. You do it one day at a time, but this is really a challenge to shed the revenue, to launch the Shedding Revolution at your organization and with you, and to really change your lifestyle in your workplace. So on July 30th, you still want to keep shedding, and you still want to keep shedding the negativity. And you want to keep those top 10 ways to shed negativity going. So keep that article posted, maybe have a staff meeting about which one was the favorite one that we used on Lenny's birthday, and which one do we need to keep using that's really working for us. You want to compete for one of the top 5 most positive workplaces in the world. So we're going to give you some criteria about how to send that in to Lenny at keepshedding.com after, and you can nominate yourself. And wouldn't that be cool to win that recognition? So here's the 10 ways you can shed workplace negativity without really trying. So I'm going to share with you these quickly, and I want you to think about what's maybe 1 or 2, maybe you want to put in the chat box line that you really like and you think this is really going to work for us. The first is pretend it's the first day on your job. And wow, don't you remember the first day you started on your job? Weren't you excited at the height of optimism? Is it going to matter in 100 years? Boy, doesn't that bring a perspective to life if you think about 100 years from now. Play the reframe game. Think about what's the most positive thing about the situation. And get the group together if there's something negative happen and say, you know, what's the best reframe? And then give somebody a prize who comes up with the best idea. Invite 3 people a day to your praise fest. So one of the things that I love doing when I get up in the morning is to write a letter, write an email, text somebody, just encourage them. Because the more that I encourage others, the more that I feel encouraged myself. Shed being a control freak, you know, we always think we've got to control everything. So if you let that one go, boy, what a relief. What a relief, and what a more peaceful life you can, and workplace you can live in if you shed that. Practice the 90-10 shed principle. And this is, you spend 90% of the time on the solution and only 10% on the problem. And most of the times we do it the other way around. Be selfish. Wow. Okay. Well, that one is hard for a lot of us, especially if we're in any kind of helping profession. We want to take care of everybody else except ourselves. So think about how you can be selfish and learn how to say no in a healthy way, and learn how to do and say healthy boundaries. Be the workplace jester. I mean, have fun. Have fun for the day. And that's why we're trying to give you some fun ideas. And I'm allergic to negativity. This is the one that you want to really remember. That is, everybody who shows up for that day is going to be allergic to negativity. That's why you want to have your wristbands on. That's why you want to have people, as soon as they put them on, tell, guess what? I'm allergic to negativity. If you say something negative to me, I'm just going to give you a little snap and tell you to shed up. Shed the negativity and keep your positive attitude up. And, you know, if you catch yourself, and, you know, we're negative 15 to 30 times a day. So this isn't going to just be a habit you're going to break immediately. So you want to start practicing in the next couple weeks of just those little things that happen to us, like the weather, and I've got sweat coming down my brow right now, and not complaining about how hot it is, but being grateful for what I have and where I am. And just to congratulate yourself right now in advance, because that's what the shedding revolution is about, is celebrating in advance of what you've accomplished. And so I just want to say you're amazing. You are amazing. And over the last few weeks, as I've pulled together and gotten some pictures from you all and talked to you all, and you shared pictures with me, I'm just amazed at what you all are doing. So I'd like to share, as we the last part of our webinar today, some things that people are doing that are really amazing. Okay, it looks like that when we're under slide, it is not showing. So what I'm going to do with this, since the pictures are not coming through, is I'm going to show you 3 slides at a time. You've got my screen there. So let's walk through these so you can actually see the pictures, because I would hate, as this computer is trying to have me shed all the pictures, for us to get us negative and we want to start complaining. So we're just going to like snap and say, shut up, and we're going to go to plan B. So here's one from the red board there is from Norton Hospital in Louisville, Kentucky, and what they did to get people excited that Shed was coming, and gave away tickets and really engaged a lot of Shed and ambassadors. This one over here is also a pledge to Shed, and it's a poster, and it's on the Shed Challenge download page once you get to all the different resources. This is a big poster you can take to Kinko's or FedEx office and have blown up like on vinyl, 36 inches long, and you can just take the black Sharpies and have people sign. This middle one right here is, they actually created a life-size Lenny, and he would appear all over the workplaces in different areas. And it was really cool to see, where is Lenny going to show up next? And then again, this is from the lab at Norton healthcare system in Louisville, who's doing an amazing job over the last couple of years of really bringing SHED to their workplace, and their employee engagement scores are going up, and they're really seeing some amazing results. So big shout out to Brenda Davis and Norton Hospital. This one here again is when I was at Norton. They had a life-size Lenny. Here's the SHED employees that are all excited about launching the day. This middle one is a SHED box, and we've got several organizations who are using this: Mayo Clinic, Norton Healthcare System, some on the West Coast. And so if you become negative, you just want to put it in the box, whatever it is, write it down, and then you shed it, you let it go. This next one is a picture that we got a while back from Shell Oil Company. And they said, you know, it's been 7 years since you came here to help us shed, but we still got our little green lizards on our computer to help remind us what we need to do to shed every day. So really cool to see years later that just a little teeny reminder of a lizard's working. Over here to the right, you'll see Green and Jeans Day. So I was at Physicians Plus recently in Madison, Wisconsin, and they decided to have not just green, but Green Jeans Day. So there you see me, the first time ever I have spoken in jeans. So they actually helped me shed. But they did an amazing job in the middle. When I walked into Physicians Plus, they had lizard paw prints going to the elevators. They had them up crawling all over the ceiling of the elevators. When you got outside, then they were all over the walls. They had balloons at every employee's desk. They had little green chocolate candies. They had a note from Lenny saying how much that we appreciated them. So go Physicians Plus in Madison. You're just really setting the bar for the rest of us here. Here we've got Sentara Healthcare System, who was throwing the shedding out and had everybody dress in holiday attire. So get creative. You know, it doesn't even have to be Christmas to have a big Christmas party and shed. This one here again is Sentara. They had a large life-size Lenny, and Lenny would appear. They have multiple hospitals, 11, 12 hospitals, and Lenny would appear at different hospitals at different times. They also had a Lenny size, smaller version that had scrubs on and would go around and say, what do you need to shed today to give better customer care? So really some creative things. Here's HealthBridge. They had not only wear green, they had a contest to whoever wears the most green. And they gave away prizes for the most green, and they had some really cool outfits from head to toe. Here's a picture in the middle of St. John's up in New York, and this is all the SHED ambassadors, and they meet on a regular basis, and every month they do something different to keep SHED alive, and that's really what it takes. It takes a continuous effort on a regular basis. So get your SHED ambassadors together and agree about when you're going to meet and how you're going to keep this going way past July 29th. Here is St. John's again. They ran a whole week of getting people excited and signing up for the shedding revolution and join the shedding revolution. And love the bracelets there. And they had patients and families all joining in. So it was really exciting. Over to the left here, we've got Loma Linda in California, and they took the shedding revolution and had a celebration in advance of the things they were going to accomplish. And so it was really cool to see how they were all shedding now and had their Shed Now t-shirts on. You can see some M&Ms in the middle side here. This is University of Louisville Hospital, and they actually made M&Ms up with Shed Now, Shed for Success, Super Shedder, and so they gave them away, a bottle of pills to each employee to remind them to keep shedding. And having a little piece of chocolate is actually one of the 40 instant energy boosters that's in the survival guide book. So they were actually utilizing one of the strategies. Over to the right, you'll see a picture of Lenny being resuscitated. Yeah, this was at Parkland Hospital in Dallas, and this was actually in Trauma Room 1, where a very historic room where JFK was actually pronounced dead. But they knew that the organization had to shed or it would be dead. Here's a Wall Street Journal front page, what's new, and it says Verizon plans to shed. And so they actually brought me in. Here's a picture in the middle of Change Energizes Us. And they said, Kathy, we need you to get all our employees excited about change. We want them, every time they hear about a change, they want it to energize us, not get us down, not get us negative, but energize us. So it was really cool to go in and different sites throughout the country work with them and have their bracelets on and getting people excited about shedding. Over to the right, we got Mayo Clinic here. And I just want to share with you a story. The long-term health care part of Mayo Clinic decided they were going to stomp negativity out of their work environment. And they had they decided they were going to make it part of the uniform. So when you went to work, you had your name badge on and you had your green wristband on. And so when you came, you had to have both on. If not, go get it. So what they did over a few months was they caused so much commotion that the internal newspaper at Mayo Clinic sent reporters and photographers down and did a whole spread in the internal newspaper about how they had shed negativity out of their workplace. It was just amazing. One simple little strategy of being allergic to negativity. So here they got it. One of the pictures they put in the internal newspaper, they had dressed Lenny up again. I'm not sure what kind of outfit he was in, but he was dressed up and on the Shed or Dead Survival Guide book. So some people say to me, you know, does Lenny really have a doctor? What does he do to stay healthy? And in the middle here, you see Dr. Doug Lakin, and he is Lenny's official doctor, and he lives just right down the street here. His office is in Scottsdale, and here is his team and his staff. And Lenny's actually going to have his physical this Thursday, July 14th. And while he's there having his physical, they said, why don't we have a pre-launch party? And we can show everybody around the world what it's like to shed workplace negativity day. And any patient that comes in for the day, they're going to have a new allergy. So instead of you telling the doctor you have an allergy, they're going to tell you you have an allergy, and you're going to get a green wristband. They're going to have a big Lenny cake. They're going to have balloons. They're going to celebrate. Dr. Lakin is actually going to be interviewed about why it's important for humans to be allergic to negativity. So we're going to do a Facebook live feed. So stay tuned on Thursday. It'll probably be around 3 p.m. Eastern time again, 12 noon here, Pacific time, and then you can adjust for what other time you may be around the world. So join us as we do a pre-launch party to show you some more ideas of how you can shed workplace negativity. So as we're closing today, I just want to thank each one of you who showed up today on the webinar. I apologize for some challenges of the computer shedding quite a few pictures that we did not necessarily want to be shed, but again, it was like, shed the negativity and keep moving on, because not everything that happens in life is going to be exactly how you want it to happen. And you've got to be able to adjust and adapt and reframe the situation. So any questions or comments, we've got the chat bar. Again, go to keepshedding.com/challenge and download all the things that you need to have a successful day. Ha ha ha, we love technology. That's awesome. Love Green and Jeans Day. That will be fun to watch. Oh, great. Thank you. Sunny and humid in Minnesota. Okay, great, great, great. Well, thanks for chatting in on the sidebar there. And again, thank you all for your commitment to shedding workplace negativity. Go again to the website, keepshedding.com/challenge to get everything you need to have a successful shed workplace negativity day. Thanks, guys. Happy shedding.